guys, I hope you're all having an awesome Wednesday. So I'm gonna pull some cards and check in kind of what's going on for us the next few days and the energy for the next few days. But Spirit gave me some messages before this. So what they just said to me, today we're going to be in feminine energy, so be open to receiving, or try to be open to receiving. They said we're going to be doing a lot of chakra work, so you might be feeling different areas in your body, or you might have different thoughts and things coming up that have to do with that specific chakra. It's going to be different for everybody depending on what areas you need to work on, but they're saying we're going to be kind of illuminating and working on showing you where you're overactive or underactive in your chakras. So if you keep seeing the same color, you keep seeing similar messages over and over and over today in the next few days, that's probably the chakra you need to work on. If you have, these are the two crystals they told me to use. So if you have, this is fire and ice quartz, or if you have regular clear quartz, this is going to be really helpful. And fluorite's also good. And they've been showing me crown chakra. And the reason why is because we're going to be getting messages and downloads. And so a lot of times clear quartz or fire and ice quartz can help you with clarity and opening your crown chakra up to actually be able to receiving messages. So that's going to be really helpful. So if you have any clear quartz, or technically you can use any purple crystals, but they specifically are saying clear quartz today. So if you have clear quartz, it's probably good to use it. You can either wear it, hold it, stick in your pocket, whatever. It's the vibration of the crystal that's going to help you with that. So, okay, let's see. I know they said something else, but I already forgot. Okay, so wow, I'm already dropping stuff. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do like Wednesday through Friday. What do we need to know for like the energies, for healing, messages? Like, what do we need to know? Interesting. The first card that came out was friends and colleagues. So I found like that super interesting because of the holiday coming up. Oh wow, those just flew out. Okay. All right, so we got these, I don't know why that keeps happening. They keep flying out again. This is gonna have to do with a lot of people. It feels like there's gonna be a lot of relationship stuff going on this week, which is interesting because we have Christmas, right? And we have like friends and colleagues, professional assistants. We have a bunch of people. New supportive connections is on the bottom. So it feels like there's going to be a lot of like interpersonal relationship stuff going on. So we got friends and colleagues. We got decrease, professional assistance, the honoring path. And then we have happy, success, back and forth, increase, discovery, and a consciousness of lack. Okay. They're saying that most of the reading has to do with this. Like this is kind of the theme, the consciousness of lack, where people are focusing on all of the things they don't have, all of the things that people aren't giving to them, areas you're not giving to yourself, basically where you feel like your needs aren't being met with yourself and in relationships and with the spirit in general, like in the like universal energies, like I'm not having enough money, I don't feel successful, this person doesn't treat me in this way, this happens with this, like that kind of mentality. The like almost they're saying like victim mentality. So what I'm actually getting with the friends and colleagues and the decrease card, a lot of you, this is time for you to go into like hermit mode. And I actually talked about this last night. Like this is a time for you to take more time to yourself. If you're feeling like you don't want to be around people, it is absolutely okay to express that to people. Like you don't need to be around them just because people want you to or because you're expected to. Like this is where we're releasing expectations for people, including ourselves, and doing only what we want and honoring ourselves. Oh, I love that. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, okay. I didn't even, oh, fucking shit. No shit. They just showed me this. So we have 3 and 4, and then we have 7 and 7, right? So 3 and 4 add 7, so 77. We have 8, and then in the middle we have 5 and 3, which equals 8, and the end we have 8. So 777 and 888 is what these cards are. Wow. Okay. Wow. That to me is like spiritual alignment. That is like getting on your spiritual path, your psychic abilities, things like that. And 888 is like abundance. Like, damn. Okay. This week I'm excited. Anyway, with the professional assistance and honoring path, what I'm getting is a lot of you guys are getting divine guidance. You're getting downloads, you're getting messages. Some of you are going through past life stuff and understanding why you have certain feelings kind of going on now that have to do with a past life. But it feels like you're going to be getting a lot of information, a lot of downloads, dreams, messages, to help you with honoring who you are at a soul level and really like having good intentions for yourself and working for your highest good and getting to that place where you raise your vibration and your consciousness. What I'm getting is some of you are going to have a decrease in friendships because you're going to start seeing where people are not for your highest good, or they kind of hold you back or kind of block you from moving forward with things. But in that regard, you're going to have new supportive connections come in, and that's an 8. A new supportive connections that are going to come in for you when these people leave. Like when these people like leave this space, like you're going to have more space for better and healthier relationships that support you. Okay, so there's like another message I'm getting too with this happy success and friends and colleagues. A lot of you guys are going to be healing family stuff, especially this week. Not everybody, but some of you guys are going to be healing family stuff through you guys talking or spending the holidays together. And I'm seeing people like FaceTiming or like through video rather than meeting. That's obviously not going to be for everybody, but I feel like some of you are going to have really important conversations, or you're going to have some understanding maybe of things that your parents have went through or your family has been through to help bring understanding and like healing, like resentment, shame, guilt, and different things within the family. And you're going to be ending cycles. So that's actually really beautiful. I think that's going to be amazing for some of you guys. Like a lot of healing going on. Holy shit. Okay, so they just showed me this. I'm going to show you the cards. We got happy success. Look at what the hell's going on. Look at him holding stuff, right? We have back and forth. And then we have increase, where we got these crystals, and we got discovery, where he's holding this light and gold. Look at what he's holding in the beginning of these. Like, and all of these are men. So this does not necessarily mean a man. This could be a man in your life, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could also be your masculine energy that's moving forward, that's planning and taking action. And because that's what the masculine energy is about. It's about like taking action. It's about moving forward. It's about like planning and doing things, right? A lot of us get into that masculine energy when it comes to like work stuff because we're like, let's go, you know? I know I am definitely, that's really the only time I'm like in my masculine energy when it comes to work shit. And I also don't like anybody telling me what to do. I'm like the worst with it. I've gotten better over the years, but it's definitely an area for improvement. Yeah, they're saying like be open to receiving. It's like some of you, this feels like a career advancement or something with your career. And some of you, it feels like love specifically. So I'm just going to say it generally and take it as it resonates for you. It feels like there's something that you're really desiring, you're really wanting, something that's going to be a success. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of like peace. And it's like you keep going back and forth with it. They're saying like some of it's self-sabotaging, some of it's self-esteem stuff, feeling unworthy, feeling not enough. But they're saying stop going back and forth, like just walk down the path and you're going to see the riches. Like, guys, it couldn't have come out like any more perfect with the increase with this path and all of these. And then look at the discovery. Like, you're going to discover something when you go down this path. Instead of teeter-tottering, you know, on, what is it, a seesaw technically, balance beam, whatever you want to call it. Instead of teeter-tottering, get your ass walking on the path. Because when you start walking on this path and you start moving forward toward this person or situation, you're going to start discovering things. They're saying you don't have to fully heal in order to move forward on this journey. Like, you will heal some of these things on this journey. Like, you don't have to wait until you're perfect. You don't have to wait until you're fully healed or whatever that idea you have in your head. I have to do this and this and this before I can do this. Okay. So if it's a new job, it's a relationship, or it's whatever, you know, there's healing that occurs in those situations. There's things that change in those situations, and you're never going to be fully healed. You're never going to be fully perfect, you know, before something comes. So they're saying, like, step the fuck forward and take a leap of faith. Like, enough of this back and forth bullshit. You know what you want. Stop letting fear get in the fucking way. Stop letting this victim mentality get in the way. Walk your ass to the goddamn castle where the crystals, the riches, and the gold are, okay? So whatever that is for you metaphorically, you know, look at that shit. Like, don't you want... First off, who don't want some fucking crystals, okay? Who does not want some crystals? Like, for real. And if you don't, I'm so sorry for you. But this motherfucker is holding gold, right? But it's not even like gold. Think about it. It's like the gold discovery and all that. And he's holding it on his plate. But look at that light shining. That's some divinely guided soul energy light. And look at what he's holding. Same fucking thing. Same thing. We got a lot of light energy in actually all these cards. I just realized that. So... yeah, whatever this is, get your ass moving, spirits. Like, enough with your procrastination, your bullshit. Get it moving. Get it moving, guys. I love when they get feisty. It's like my favorite. All right, we got Tim. What else do you want us to know? All right, we got the Archangel. So, I guess we're just getting Archangel cards today. So when it pops out, so it's a crystal and an Archangel. So the Archangel message on the back is a prayer. So it's usually kind of what Spirit wants you to work on and wants you to, like, do affirmations or say to yourself or pray. So the two cards that did come up, I will hold up the prayer side so you can screenshot them and you can say them as a prayer. But it's really stuff that they want you to feel, believe, work on, etc. So we got Archangel Jophiel. I am a shining star. I focus on all my good attributes and amplify them, which clear quartz is an amplifier too, by the way. I see my path shining brightly before me. I have the courage to step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I help others as I radiate my magnificence. Okay, like, that's what I just said, and that's what that one card said. So if you want to screenshot this and say this message, this is exactly what they want you to do. What I just said. Move on that fucking path. Like, look. Oh, and I just pulled the card. Look, I see my path shining brightly before me. I told you, they say, get your ass moving. This card just said the same thing. All right, we got Archangel Ariel. I am passionately persistent. I have the courage and self-confidence to create my worlds. It is easy for me to take action and move forward in life with joy and enthusiasm. Guys, you have, okay, what the fuck? You have, both of these cards are talking about courage. I have the courage and self-confidence to create my world. I have the courage to step forward with joy and enthusiasm. It is easy for me to take action and move forward in life with joy and enthusiasm. They want you to have joy. They want you to have enthusiasm. They want you to take this leap of faith and step forward. Like, you have two cards after I just gave those messages that literally came out and said the same thing. So this is the other card if you like to screenshot it. Okay, and then we got Skolosite. Are you trying to process a lot of information? Take the time to sort out all that is happening. Write in your journal. Make it your intention to remember your dreams. Record your thoughts and memories upon waking. Find peace as you process each nugget of information, awareness, and spiritual growth. So yeah, this is like a good time for reflection. This is a good time for taking time to yourself and really processing your own feelings, not getting like outside information from other people, and really working on getting to know you better. And I think that's why they've been talking about like people going into like hermit mode, really getting to know you better without the outside noise and the outside people kind of swaying your opinion or telling you things or kind of affecting how you think about things and process. So, okay. All right. What do we need to know for the next few days? We'll say, I keep saying the Love Begins card and the Heart Chakra card just came out. 44. Wow, they're like strong with the number game today, for real. I love that. 44, and then we got a 4 and 4, and then we got a 16 card. 4 times 4 is 16. That's funny. Wow, this Choose Wisely card keeps coming out like almost every day. 7 is 7. The light card came out again, 919. That's funny. And this, we got this yesterday, I think it was, material and spiritual prosperity. The light card literally keeps popping out. You got 919 might be specific, which is interesting because I keep seeing that, but it came out like that. But we got 44, 77, like we got 16, we got 4 right below it too. So we got heart chakra. Okay, we're doing them up and down. Heart chakra and choose wisely. We got authority and triumph. So 47 also might be significant as well. Disruption, foundation and achievement, suffering and silence, light. Damn, this feels like a little bit of future energy. It doesn't feel like coming in the next few days. It feels like this is what they're trying to help you work up to, or in the next few days, this is what you're going to be working on to get to this level is what I feel like. Okay, choose wisely in heart chakra. It is literally pointing at the heart chakra card. Okay, this message has been coming out so much through different cards and just messages in general they give me, because when I read cards, I look at the cards and I look down because I'm like channeling, but half the time the shit they tell me doesn't even mean what the card actually means. But they've been giving me this message nonstop for these readings. And what they've been saying is when this choice comes, or when this situation, this person comes, they want you to choose from your heart. They want you to do things from your heart and make choices from there rather than your ego, rather than fear, rather than that inner child wound, the abandoned energy and all that. They want you to make choices from your heart. And they're saying like you're going to, if you really step into your power, you're going to make choices only from the heart. Even if they scare you, you're still going to do it anyway, is what they're saying. So it's not like and they said this, I think it was yesterday, they're like, there's no choice. Like really, there's no choice. You might think there's a choice, but you know damn well that you're always going to go with what your heart wants, as long as you're standing in your power. But they're saying like, we're going to help you. They're going to, this is the thing. If you go make a different choice, that's not for your highest good. And it's something that is part of your soul's purpose. Spirit's going to push your ass. It's never going to escape. You're not going to, it almost feels like maybe some of you guys are worried about making the wrong choices. You're not. Like Spirit will guide you. And if it's something that is not good for you, Spirit will pull it from you, or they'll keep giving you messages over and over and over to tell you like, this isn't for you. We got authority and triumph. Wow, you know what it feels like? It feels like the divine masculine is coming out of this like wounded masculine energy and coming into this light and free energy where he's taking charge. Let me show you the cards. Some of you, this feels relationship wise, where it feels like the masculine energy is very like guarded. I know this is like technically the Emperor card, but that's the energy I'm getting is like he was very guarded. He was kind of in his head, worried about things, and he was working on balancing his life and balancing his energy. It feels like a lot of them took some alone time or time to themselves while they were working on this, and it feels like he let loose, like he let his hair down and he's taking charge and he's moving forward, and it's a success. It's going to be something that some of you, it could be a relationship, or it could be somebody you're already involved with. Some of you, it also can be healing your own wounded masculine energy. But some of you, it definitely feels relationship wise. And I'm going to tell you also why. So that back and forth card we got the disruption card, which is basically the same fucking thing. Being pulled in different directions, self-imposed like shackling. You know what I'm saying? Like he could easily undo himself and he's not, like he's choosing not to. So to me, this is very similar to the back and forth card, this overthinking, this fear, this like kind of holding myself back because I'm not really sure. And a lot of it is like fear, insecurity, self-doubt, self-worth, self-esteem is what they're saying, having to do with this, which is foundations and achievement. But this is also the family card. This is like, and I'm also hearing like a family of 4 for some of you, but this is like that fear energy. Not that one, the one above it, the disruption. It's like the fear for this like happily ever after, for this, foundation to come true, for this relationship. Some of you, it feels like, and I am getting the masculine energy with this. It feels like the masculine is afraid of getting hurt, of like a fear of abandonment. I'm also hearing like a fear of showing and sharing his emotions because his mom was not accepting of him. And it feels like he was maybe like a really empathetic, like sensitive child who felt like energy pretty strongly and felt people's emotions pretty strongly. And his mother didn't like that he was sensitive because it meant she had to deal with like her own shit and she couldn't handle it. So she basically like shut him down and like shut his feelings down. And it feels like he's struggling with working on these emotions and feelings. Like he feels like he knows like what he wants. He knows like what he needs to feel, but it feels like at times he's numbing himself because it's too painful for him to deal with. He feels like it is. So he's kind of numbing himself and he's kind of going back and forth in his head. And I see somebody like pacing back and forth at their like place, like wanting to move forward, wanting to come in as this, but they're still in this very guarded energy. And look, he also is very guarded right there too. So still like, and if you notice, his hands are over his heart. And we got the heart chakra right next to these two guys. Wow, I kind of want to cry. What I feel like is this man or this person, and it's a, you know, it feels like a man, but it could just be a masculine energy. It could also be you and, you know, something you're going through as well. But it feels like I'm like seeing somebody like almost on the verge of tears, like crying, really wanting this relationship to come forward, really wanting this life with this person, like with this feminine, like really wanting to have like a kid. I almost said the word daughter, so maybe a daughter, but like really wanting to start a family and have, and it feels like a daughter is what they want, but like really wanting to have this relationship, but they feel like scared, they feel really unworthy, and they're worried about like rejection, but more so they're worried about abandonment. And it feels like this person maybe runs away before you can reject them. It feels like they're like, well, I'm making this, it almost feels like a very subconscious choice where it's like they run away before you can leave them, and to them that's easier on their ego to handle it. Their inner child's like, look, we took initiative, we took charge, you know, we're like the masculine, like we took charge of our life, but they're really feeling like the sadness and sorrow inside because this is what they really desire, and they're working their way out of this energy to get to that heart-centeredness. They're just not there yet is what I'm getting. They're just not there yet, and they're really in their head and really in their ego. But spirit is guiding them. So if this has to do with you, if this is you or another person that you're in a relationship with or you're involved with, or, you know, somebody somebody you'd like to be in a relationship with, spirit is saying they are helping them through this and they are guiding them through this. And some of them, it does feel like past energy. It feels like some of the masculines have already pulled out of this. Some of them are still working through this. But just be patient. Like if you are in a relationship with this person, or it's somebody that you want to be in a relationship with, just be patient. You know, things take time to heal. I mean, I can tell you for myself, you know, I've been through, well, I had my spiritual awakening a few years ago, but like, I feel like we go through more than one. We go through the initial awakening where we start understanding things and seeing things different than the way we were raised, right? But like my healing journey, my really, really tough shit that I've been like healing has been going on for over a year. It's been like just really like hard, heavy shit for definitely over a year. I'd say it started like last October. So it feels like it's finally coming to an end, but it feels like I've cleared so much. I'm like, how the fuck do I have more to clear? But I had realizations even last night about stuff. So, oh, that's interesting because I saw the Larimar card and I just instinctively grabbed my Larimar. So Larimar is the dolphin stone. It's like the stone of communication. I love this stone. It's very calming, and it also kind of makes you feel like kind of when you need to go by the water and release, but you really can't. So it's kind of like that, but I don't know why I described that. Anyway, yeah, you know, shit takes time and it's tough. And sometimes we maybe want things to come forward, or we want people to come forward, or situations to come forward, and it's not the right time because people are going through their own challenges and their own situations. And, you know, if somebody is in this energy, whether this is you or another person, if somebody's in this energy, do you really want them to come forward when they're feeling that way, when they're not like in their, you know, their good mindset. And that's not to say that like you'll, like I said before, Spirit's like, you're never going to be perfect like this situation, you know, same with healing. But if you're in like the midst of a really strong ass like purging, like nobody wants to be coming forward in a relationship and having that like romantic connection or that like deep conversation when they're like in the midst of like a purge. Like if you've ever been through one, like sometimes they're really fucking strong and they're really hard, and you don't want to talk to anybody or be around people. So anyway, what it feels like, and what's interesting is we have all these masculine cards, right? Like making this choice, releasing this energy and all that stuff. And we end with the feminine card. And I told you in the beginning, like we're working on feminine energy and being open to receiving. It feels like the feminine energy, and this could have to do with this person or you as well, is finally like overcoming shit, like seeing clarity is what I'm hearing, like really overcame those mountains, like really worked through some hard shit and grew so much in the process and so much strength, and is finally seeing like the light on the horizon, like finally reflecting and seeing how much change they've made and how much growth they've made and how much progress they've made, and is finally seeing the light and is open to receiving the light. So this is like the dream come true, and it feels very like the way they kind of just describe it to me is kind of like a story. It almost just feels like where this choice started, where this heart chakra thing started, or where it's starting, and it maybe triggered some of these areas where it needed healing. It maybe triggered some areas where it brought up all these wounds and where it brought up all these things that you really actually desire and wanting to move forward and wanting to be that. And it feels like after you guys overcome this, and this doesn't just have to be a man, this can be also your masculine energy as well, but like overcoming these things. And once you do, and it feels like this is coming soon, like I feel like most of this energy, some of you, it feels like past energy have healed this already. And this heart chakra, this heart-centered soul purpose connection is coming soon. But some of you, it feels like you're kind of still in the midst of this, and it's going to be like another like 1 or 2 months. So it could be, you know, anytime between, I would say, now and February. But just be patient with yourself and with anybody else if they are going. I mean, everybody's always going through something. They just maybe don't show it, but be open to receiving, you know, be open to receiving this light. This card keeps coming out. I believe that's the Sun card, and I actually keep seeing that as well. Like be open to receiving this positive energy from Spirit. And they're saying a lot of you guys are going to be getting this today and over the next few days. This is like the downloads coming in. This is like clarity. This is healing and peace is what they're saying. Like you're going to be having a lot of clarity come in that's going to offer you healing and peace. Just be open to receiving it. Make sure you're taking time every day to yourself to spend at least like 10-15 minutes to yourself to be able to actually receive the messages, and then take some more time to actually process the messages you receive. Wow, this feels really awesome though. It feels like a lot of big changes are coming. It feels like a lot of, okay, I want to pull like another one. It feels like a lot of big changes are coming, like a lot of clarity is coming. Interesting. We got heartache and loss, crown chakra, fertility, and it's 373. Okay, this feels very specific message for people wanting to get pregnant. It feels like you had some type of like loss, possibly like a miscarriage, possibly a loss in a relationship, or something like that. And so you're overthinking a lot. Like I'm hearing a lot of anxiety, worry, fears. Wow, I feel like I'm gonna cry for this person. Open your heart up. We're getting a lot of heart chakra stuff today. Open your heart up to receiving the messages from Spirit. It doesn't necessarily just feel like pregnancy. It also feels like some like women or the feminine energy is kind of like suffering, feeling like this heartache, like this like dagger to the chest about like a person leaving them and kind of overthinking it. But Spirit's saying like this is for you to pull yourself out of, to come from your heart and come in and realize your value and worth, and realize you are worthy and valuable, and realize that amazing things will happen to you once you start coming from your heart and you open your heart up to receiving. It feels like some of you guys, the feminine energy maybe is a little bit closed off, a little bit scared of something that she wants not coming forward for her. They're saying the word patience to me. So maybe this is just something that's been taking a while, something you really desire. But you're blocking it is what they're saying. Like, it's not necessarily going to come forward right this second anyway, but you're blocking it is what they're saying. Like, you have walls up and you need to put your walls down. You need to like put your walls down and get out of the ego and listening to the overthinking, and just come from your heart what it is that you know within your soul. Get out of the head, get out of the ego, okay? The ego is always going to be telling us all kinds of fucking shit we don't need to listen to. And we don't need to listen to the ego. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. Lily. Lily, you want to say hi? Oh, my jaw just started hurting randomly. Okay, we got work on your goals. Get creative, paint, draw, or play some music, write a poem, song, or book. This has been coming up for a few days actually. So this is like really getting into your element and doing things that you enjoy that make you happy. Take 20 minutes to take a warm bubble bath with relaxing music. So self-care. Yes, I did that. I think I took like, my bath was like 2 hours last night. I put like hot water on like the 3rd time. So yeah, I was in there for a while. You are a beacon of love and light. Spread your light and joy to the world. Release your stress, relax your shoulders, shake your body and wiggle. Things are okay. Remind yourself everything happens for a reason. You are what you believe. If you want a different life, then change your mind. This keeps coming up too. And so does this one. The dream life you want is waiting for you. Start writing down and working on your goals. Make a reality. Make it a reality. Create a dream board. Yeah, we keep getting these messages about working on your goals, being more creative, like releasing your stress. You are what you believe. If you want something to be different, change your mind. And that's really about like shifting your perspective on things. You know, if you are in a pessimistic, negative mentality and a, woe is me victim mentality, then everything that happens to you is going to, illuminate that. So if you change your perspective where you empower yourself, where you're like, yeah, this did happen to me, but guess what? I'm a fucking boss ass bitch. I'm a boss ass man. Like, I worked through that shit. Like, I overcame that, and look at my strength. Thank you for this opportunity for me to see my strength. Or you're like, why does everything bad happen to me? This sucks. Why did this happen to me? Why do people always hurt me? Why do people do this? When you're in that mentality, the only thing that's going to keep coming back to you is people doing those things to you, to reflect them until you heal them. So shift your perspective a little and change your perspective, and not like people blaming and not situation blaming, and looking at where these were opportunities for improvement within yourself, with growing, with healing, with all of those things. And once you start shifting your perspective and changing it a little bit, like, things will get better, things will feel better, you'll feel better physically and mentally. And they're saying if you are in that mentality, to ground yourself. Like, a lot of you guys are saying, like, if you're in that mentality, like, this is a good time for detoxing. So detoxing from like certain foods, like if you're drinking like substances and stuff, but also they're saying like detoxing from people who feed your pessimism, and detoxing from certain like songs you listen to, or like TV you watch, things that kind of keep like this energy going. And go outside and ground is what they're saying. Go and ground, go walk barefoot in the grass, or go to like a park, go touch some trees, go be like me and hug some trees and be like, I love hugging trees. It's like the best. So go do that, like go touch them, whatever, whatever helps. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys, and I hope you guys all have an amazing day. So much love and light.